go. The first two cars heading on the line right now. Now we have a marker coming to the finish line.
Join us for 8 weeks of savings during our Winter Wonderland Holiday Sales Event. Now through December 25th, save big on deals made to fit any budget. From stocking stuffers under $100 to huge discounts on wheels, tires, lighting, and accessories. Make this holiday season unforgettable with 4-wheel parts. Shop your way, in-store, online, or over the phone. Don't miss out on the holiday savings. Stay tuned each week.
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
Voted Yuma's best new car dealer, Alexander Ford is treating every day in November like Black Friday. Check out our new products like Bronco, Maverick, and Raptor arriving daily. Choose a 2023 Explorer and get as low as 0.9% financing. Browse one of the state's largest selection of Super Duties. Scan this code and go right to where the deals are at BillAlexanderFord.com. Plus, take a test drive and get an Amazon gift card. It's Black Friday every day at Alexander Ford. A difference you can count on.
All right, welcome back once again. We are still here. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. We are here for your 22nd hourly update in a row here on Fishgistics, and the sun is up. It looks like it is light outside. It is light on the track, and we have some action. We are about to see the finish. Now, I'm going to show you guys right away what's going on. The 7 had a big, a pretty big gap on the 1. At one time, we were told they were 13 minutes ahead corrected, and then they were 7 minutes ahead. And now, if you look at this, they were only about 2 miles apart right here when they updated. So they both updated at the same time. You can see 10 minutes ago. So Bryce Menzies was at 1279, and then Luke was at 1277. So 2 miles apart. Luke McMillan made up a ton of time on the 7 in that last section from kilometer 77 over to Ojos. Luke really wants to win his 4th one in a row, and he is hammering down right now. Tavo's kind of in cruise mode, just out front, wanted to get it there. It's hard at night because he doesn't know how fast Luke is coming. There's no helicopters. They're not allowed to talk anyways, but they all do anyways. So there's no way for Tavo to know where Luke is on the split time. So Luke just made up a ton of time. on the 7. The problem is I don't know if it's going to be enough for Luke to win. I think the 7's still okay. They haven't updated for 10 minutes. So the trackers, of course, are sucking right at the end. You can see, okay, Bryce is just updated. Let's see if we can get the 1 to update in a minute. So Bryce is right here on this corner, so we'll remember that, and then let's see if we can get the an update. And Score is going to have a drone up, I'm told, in just a minute that we'll be able to see him coming in, and we can figure the split time off of that. So the 7 was the very first car off the line, and then the second car off the line was the 1. So that means they started 1 minute apart. The 1 has to be within 1 minute of the number 7 truck at the timed finish in order to take the win. If the 1 is more than a minute back from the 7, then the 7 is going to be your winner, and Bryce Menzies and Andy McMillan and Tavo are going to be your winner. So what do you guys think? This race just got very, very interesting here at the end. At the Goat Trail, they were 13 minutes apart at the Goat Trail. So that I thought we were kind of, the race was a little bit over at that point, 13 minutes at the Goat Trail. And now we're down to just 2 miles apart. So this is definitely going to be pretty interesting. So we're gonna wait right here and see what happens in a minute. Somebody said the 10 is stopped. So yeah, look at that. Okay, the 10 is stopped right here. Alan Ampudia has been stopped, and the 89 has gone around the 10. So something happened with the 10 after kilometer 77 right here. If anybody knows what happened with the 10, let me know. Are they moving again? Nope, still stopped. The 89 is moving though. And the 1 still hasn't updated. So I really wish that the 1 would update. Score's going to have a drone up in a minute. It's going to be on their feed. Let's see. Where was the Score feed? We'll bring it up. And then if I see them pop up with the drone, I'll let you know. I'm going to try to get my stopwatch out so that they're not showing it quite yet. They're looking at the tracker too. But if I see that drone feed come up, I'll be sure and try to get a split for you guys. I really want to know what the split is coming into the finish here. We're literally like 10 miles, 15 miles out from the completion of the longest Baja 1000 ever, not including the Baja 2000, but the longest Baja 1000 ever, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here between these 2 trucks. Is it going to be Bryce Menzies? What do you guys think? What do you think in the comments there? Is it going to be Bryce Menzies? Is he got enough? Tavo going to hold him off, or is Luke going to put on a massive come from behind right here in these last few miles and take his 4th win in a row? Luke really wants to win this. Luke's not going to be happy with 2nd place. He wants 4 in a row, and he wants that win. Bryce and Tavo and them, Bryce has not won a Baja 1000 yet. He really wants this win too. Bryce isn't in the car right now, so there's nothing Bryce can do about it. Tavo's in the car. Luke is in the car right now, and Luke is driving like a madman to be able to make up that much time in that short distance. So pretty crazy. We'll see. What are you guys saying? About 50-50. Luke, Bryce, Luke, Walser. Some people are going for Walser. I don't think Walser's going to win at this time unless both of these cars have a catastrophic failure. Walser's not going to win, but it does look pretty good for Walser to get on the podium. He's going to be in 3rd right now because he just passed Ampudia, and Ampudia is still at 0. So definitely he's going to be there. All right, we're still watching Score. Haven't seen their drone up yet. It was going to be, let's see, where were they had them at? It was like 1290 something. They're going to have a drone up, I was told, at 1294. So 1294, which is right up in this section right here. They'll have a drone. I think that's where the little where the jumps are and stuff, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. We're going to get our stopwatch started as soon as we see them, and this is going to be exciting. We'll see what happens here at the finish. So Bryce Menzies, as if you just joined us, is leading, but the 1 is very close behind him. And of course, these trackers are sucking right at the end, right when we want to see what's going on. Let's see, what problems have they had so far? We know that both of these trucks have had a few flat tires. Both of them have. Other than that, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how many of the 7s. I think the 1's had 2 at least that I know of. The 7, I don't know how many they've had. Otherwise, these trucks, we haven't seen them come to a stop really for any other problems. It's been a pretty clean run for all these guys. Even the 10, like the Ampudia truck, super clean run. Walser, clean run there for the 89 as well. All 4 of these guys, you can see they're kind of out. They're separated from everyone else. Look at where everyone else is. The 69, Andrew Myers with Adam Householder in it is the next car back. And then Sam Baldy and Roberto Romo Jr. in Luke McMillan's old 2-wheel drive truck are the next 3 behind him. So there's the 4 up here, and then you got these other 3 that are kind of battling it out back here for 5th, 6th, and 7th place. All right. So let's see. We're trying to get you guys splits. I'm watching. I don't see them yet on the score feed. This is the score feed. If you guys are watching that, they have they got their 4 split screens up. They got 2 different in cars, and then they got a start finish camera, which is not the time finish camera though. The time finish is up here, right where the 300X is. See this thing that says timing? That is where the race is over at. So as soon as you see them come to that timing dot that I have highlighted right here, right by the 300X, the race is officially over right there. It's just a parade back into town, so none of this counts. So literally, we just have to get right to this corner, and then the race is over. That's how close we are to ending this. Okay, the 7 just updated again, but the 1 hasn't updated. The 7 updated right here, so I'm hoping when the 1 gets here, they're going to update as well. But he's got to be within a minute. I don't know. He was 2 miles back last time. It's going to be hard to make up 2 miles in this slow section. Plus, there's a bunch of speed zone in here. Pretty much when you get over here, this is all speed zone all the way back in. Some of this is even speed zone. I think looking at the tracker here, let me see. So speed zone starts coming back in at, let's see, where is it? It's actually open all the way to right past mile, where is it? We go up and over a little bit. Yeah, so like right in here is a speed zone. I think right in here is a speed zone. No, this is a speed zone right here at 1300. Here's where the speed zone starts. 37 miles an hour right there is a speed zone all the way back in from there. So honestly, the race is over right here at 1300 because you're not going to make up any time in a speed zone. They're both going to drive exactly on the speed. They have speed limiters on these trucks. They're going to set it at 37 and they're both going to drive 37 all the way back in. So the race is over right here. You're literally that close to being over at 1300. So he's got 8 miles to go for the 7 and the race is over. Question is, how close is the 1? We're going to have to wait and see. All right, we're still waiting. Did Ampudia get going? Ampudia is not going yet. That is Jack's red line in the car. It should be. He was supposed to get in and do the last section. So that is Jack's most likely in the Ampudia truck right now. Let's see. One of the longest drone is on. Okay, perfect. So we got the drone on the score feed. So we show you guys that's the score has their drone up. If we go back live, so I'm watching. We're gonna start a stopwatch here as soon as we see them come through. So we're still watching. I'm gonna try to get the 1 to update here. So we're going to watch and we're gonna start a stopwatch as soon as we see him. We got our stopwatch out here, ready to start stopwatch as soon as we see him. Okay, we see him coming in right there, right into the trucks. Okay, I started it right into the trucks. So as soon as they hit the trucks right there at the start, I started it. So we're counting down. As soon as we get to a minute, if we don't see Luke right there at the start of the trucks, then we know that it's most likely going to be the 7 on time because they're almost to the end where the speed zone starts. So we're gonna watch this. We're waiting, literally waiting. It's been 30 seconds almost. So as soon as they go by here, we're going to scroll back. It looks like the same spot they just showed them, is it? No. All right, we're waiting still. 40 seconds. Haven't seen a sign of Luke yet. That's Bryce Menzies' truck right there for sure. So we got Bryce Menzies coming in, 50 seconds. 10 seconds, that's still Bryce. All right, question is Luke in there yet? Let's see if the drone spins back around, if Luke is there. It's been a minute, so 1 minute right now. So if Luke is not there, hopefully the drone spins back around. I'm gonna do a restart right here from those last row of cars. So I just restarted it at the last row of cars. We can see if Luke is on camera when he goes through that last straightaway right there. We'll do another minute to there, and then we'll see what we have going on. So we're still waiting. It's been 15 seconds to the last row. I think Bryce, I think they have this. I don't think Luke's there yet. Let's go look at the tracker real quick. Is he on the tracker? Fresh. Nope, the 1 still hasn't shown up yet. All right, go back over here. Let's see live. Okay, no sign of Luke yet. Yeah, I think Bryce is going to be good because Luke hasn't even come in the picture yet, and it's already been 40 seconds from that last spot there. So I think the 7 is going to have this. They just got to make a couple more turns. No sign of Luke yet. It's been about 2 minutes. He should be coming in any second if he was 2 miles back. So where is that? There he is. There's some lights. Is that Luke right there coming in? So yeah, look, it's been a minute since the end, and it was about a minute into it. So he's about 2 minutes back. So he's not close enough. He needs to make up a minute between there and the finish. And honestly, that ain't going to happen. So, yeah, 3.5 minutes apart, we're getting told from Bud, 3:30 split. So there you go. It looks like it's most likely going to be the 7. They just have to make it to the finish line. So the tracker here, as you can see, the 7, they're literally almost there. They've got to get to right here. This is where the speed zone starts, and then there will be no time made up between there and the finish line. So the, the 1 is coming in. Let's see, where'd he go? There he is. There's Luke McMillan. Really close race. I mean, this race is going to come down to literally like 2 minutes after 1,300 miles. And the crazy part is these are the same 2 guys that started first and second. Like nothing changed in this order. They weren't first and second all day. Bryce was first all day, but Luke wasn't always second. Luke actually dropped back 1 or 2 spots a couple times and then switched back. So pretty crazy that the first 2 cars off the line 1,300 miles ago and 22 hours ago are the same first 2 cars that are here at the finish. And that's pretty crazy. I don't remember the last time that's happened, especially in a Baja 1000, to go 1,300 miles. Some people have done it at the 400. Bryce obviously did it at the 400, I think. At the 500, it's been done. The car that started first stayed out front all day. But you can see there's Luke coming in. So Luke's gonna be pretty bummed. I mean, 1,300 miles in 2 minutes. Like, what more can you do? All right, so that's a look there. If you want to watch that, go to the score feed. I'm going to end, once we see them over here, I'm going to give you a couple more updates, and then I'm going to end this because we want to listen to the score feed to hear their interviews at the finish line. So looks like it's going to be the 7. 1 is going to be second. It looks like 89 is most likely going to be third. The 10, if they can get going again, it will be fourth still, but the 69 is coming, 82 is coming, and the 33 is coming. So definitely there. And, oh, yeah, so shout out to, no, Luke did not drive the whole way. It was Rob McCachran in there for the first half, first 600 miles or so. But Luke's co-driver, as long as he's still in there, Jason Duncan, started riding in the car with Rob Mack, and he stayed in there all day was the plan. So if you see Jason Duncan in that truck at the finish line in the interview, he did the whole race in the truck and the co-driver's seat, which is pretty epic. That is a long day. He's been in the truck for 22 hours. So that is pretty freaking awesome that Jason Duncan, I hope he's still in there. He's supposed to be in there. We'll wait and see when we get to the finish, right? So pretty cool for Duncan. All right, let's go look at some other classes here while we're waiting for them to get to the finish. Once I see them come onto the ramp on score feed, I'm going to shut down so we can go listen to the score interview. Class 100, Class 1 has been close all day. 6, Brendan Gaughan is now in the lead. Look at this. Brendan Gaughan and Kyle Quinn fighting it out for first and second. So the 162 and Kyle Quinn are fighting it out. The 168 with Devin Hausch in it is back a little ways behind them. Still 200 miles to go for these guys. So this ain't over yet. They're not even to Zoo Road yet. They're just getting south of San Felipe. You can see here's San Felipe town. So they're not even to Zoo Road. This is Zoo Road up here. Anything can happen with these Class 1 cars. They're very fragile. So getting them through San Felipe is always a chore. So let's see if they can make it the rest of the way and what happens. Class 10, your leader's right there. It's the 1000 car. 1079 is second, and the 1006, Stan Potter, Freddie Willert combo is the single-seater. Good to see them still going. Is going to be third in Class 10. So behind them, let's see, who do we got? We got 1,600 cars back there. Where's the spec trucks? So spec truck racing, honestly, there was 2 guys that checked out, and it was both the Herbst trucks. The 219 and the 298 are just staying together. They both checked out a bit. Mike Mersal is in third. He had a hell of a day. Remember this morning or yesterday morning, he was in that ditch next to Jason McNeil's truck right off the bat. So it looks like Mike Mersal's having a heck of a day. That's why you never give up. This car and even Travis Williams. Travis Williams was stuck on Brent Fox in the mile 330 silt section. And look, now they're running third and fourth out of 36 cars. So you never give up in a Baja race, especially early in a Baja 1000. Definitely pretty crazy. That's why you never give up. Third, fourth, and then fifth is Pat Sims. We got Mason Cullen. They've had a heck of a day, too. They've been stuck all over the place, behind people in bottlenecks. Oliver Flemente is going to be fifth, it looks like. Or no, that's not fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So that's 6th and 7th. Eighth, we have Vincent Munoz, the 1450 guy, holding it down in eighth. 295 is ninth, 281 is 10th, and then 263 is 11th, EJ Herps. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see if there's any penalties at the end for anybody. That's always something to watch. It's never over until the official results are out, and the official results are not going to be out until tomorrow. Not today. Today's Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, is when the race ends. So don't expect to see any official results until Saturday afternoon. Bryce is going to celebrate at the finish, and we'll see if it holds up. It most likely will, but you never know. Being 1 minute or 2 minutes apart at the finish line, that could be a couple speeding penalties. One VCP. If Bryce missed, or Andy or Tavo missed one VCP and Luke is clean, then he's not the winner anymore. Now Luke's the winner. However, if Luke missed the VCP, now Luke's not the winner again. So we never know. We got to check the VCPs. It's definitely going to be a factor in this race. That would be crazy if you went 1,300 miles and you had a speeding penalty or something like that just put you a little bit over. So hopefully those guys are clean. They ran a great race, and it would be cool to see everybody be clean. All right, let's look at some more classes for you guys on this update. And then I'm still watching over here for Score to get them down there. Once they get them down there, we're going to shut off and go listen to the interview with Bryce and them. Pro UTV Open, we have Caden McCachran and Justin Lambert battling it out. It looks like, look at that, Caden has gotten in front of him. So Caden is now in front of Justin Lambert, just barely in front of him. Both of those are good updates. So that's 1 and 2. And then we got Brock Heeger back here is third, followed by Brandon Sims is fourth. Fifth is Wayne Matlock, who's currently stopped on the highway. And then Caden Wells is sixth, possibly fifth. It looks like he just went ahead of Wayne, who is stopped. So that's your top 5 and 6 in Pro UTV Open. In Pro UTV Forced Injected class, they're just behind the UTV Opens. So Jason Murray is running out front. We got Matt Burrows second, and then Phil Blurton in third. So Phil Blurton and that new Maverick are holding together pretty well, keeping up with these guys. These guys are probably in X3s. I'm pretty sure those are their old cars that they've been racing. So that's a look at the top there. So the question is, do the UTV Opens beat the Forced Inductions? It's always a UTV overall. Is it going to be a Polaris? Is it going to be a Can-Am? It's a good race in Baja. We're going to have to wait and see on corrected time who's sitting where. The stock UTV class is a little bit behind those guys. It's been, we got to change. Look at this. The 3936, George was in front all day pretty much. He has come to a stop, and now it's the 3924 that is up. So that's what's going on there. 3900 is there. So that's definitely interesting. Let's see if Phil Blurton was told he might be live again. Let's see. Is Phil Blurton's camera working? Let's see if we refresh here. We might get to see Phil Blurton. Oh, there we go. So he's on the highway. All right. So there's Phil Blurton currently in third place. He's on the highway. You can see on the highway section making his way up to San Felipe. So there's he's got a spare tire with air in it. That's always a good sight. So that's a look at Phil. So anyways, the 3924, 3900, and 3936 at 0 miles an hour is your stock UTV order. Now we have, let's go look at, what do you guys look for? Ironman. Yeah, we're going to check on the Ironman. We've been checking on them for a while. Here, let's go look at the quads first because I found them first on the list. So Ironman quads, 96A is at mile 906, 91A, they're both moving, is just behind him, and the 90A is moving. The 88A is not moving. So we got 3 Ironman quad that are moving, and they're looking pretty good where they are. Now here's the Ironman bike. We got the one guy that's way up here. So Edgar, he's way in front of everybody. I'm surprised how far ahead he is. That's impressive, honestly. If he's the only guy that's riding that bike, that's crazy. He's got a big lead. And, it looks like, what do we got here? So the 703X is now in second place. We got some major changes here. So 723 is Edgar in first. We got the 703X in second. 720 is in third. So what happened to Wright and the other guys? We got Wooter here. Wooter, he's in a pit eating last time I saw a little bit ago. So I think he got tired. He's definitely looked a little tired in that last interview we saw with him in the pit. So 741X is still in a pit. Hopefully he can get out of there, get some rest, and then keep going. 712 is there, but look at Brandon Wright. I thought he was in a pit earlier, but now I'm thinking that he's not, and he's actually broken over there because more of the pits were this way. So he's been there for a while, and he was in second place, almost in second place, in third place when we were checking on him earlier. So Brandon Wright definitely has an issue, or he's taking an extended break at a non-pit area. Kind of weird. I'm thinking he might have an issue. Wouter is in a pit. We know. We saw him on video a little bit ago looking like he was eating. He was eating something. So give him a little break. That's fine. As long as he finishes the race, that's still an epic story. So that's the Ironman for you guys. Let's go look at Class 11, and then I'm going to sign off, and I'll be back again to do another update for you guys. We're going to go for 24 updates. I'd like to do 24 hours in a row at least, just because that'd be kind of fun, right? So this was, what was this, 22? We got to do 2 more. So Oliver Fomente in the 11:05 is still leading. Big lead over the 11:50. Still moving. 11:11 is moving. 11:43 was moving, but hasn't updated for 30 minutes. And then the 1100 is still moving and just updated. So good news. We got a lot of Class 11 cars still moving, and that's that. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to go catch my breath. I'm going to eat some food and finish my monster here. This is monster number 2 only. If you drink too many monsters, it's not good. It makes you actually more tired, I feel like. So on monster number 2, I have been awake for 24 hours now because I got up at 6:30 yesterday. So there we go. I hit the 24-hour mark, but we're going to hit the 24-hour of update mark for you guys. So go watch the score feed. That's where I'm going to go watch right now while I have a snack. We're going to hear an interview from Bryce Menzies, who should be at the finish line. Let's look and see. It looks like he should be at the finish. And yeah, Bryce Menzies is just about in. He's in the speed zone. So he's done. All he's got to do is he's got to make it right here to this little dot, and the race is over, and Bryce Menzies is going to be your winner unofficially. Unofficially, we got to check his tracker like always, but Bryce Menzies is going to be your unofficial winner. So congrats in a minute here to the 7. We don't want to jinx them yet. They're going to be there in just a minute. The 1 is going to be second. We saw Luke McMillan coming in there, and then it looks like the 89 is going to be third. And Pudia is still stopped, but he's sitting in 4th position right now. So we'll catch back in on it. All right, guys. Well, that was super cool. We're going to do some more updates. Some of you guys are just waking up right here. We had, what do we got? 6:30. We had quite a few people on for this update, so I think everybody woke back up in time to see the finish. So tune in. Go over to the Score social media or on their YouTube. I'm going to go watch them, see the interview, and we'll be back in just a little bit. All right. See you guys in half an hour at 7 o'clock right here on Fishgistics, just like always.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on- and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.